Welcome to episode 2 of the Executive Ascent. I am Kevin, the business Dr. Mays, excited to talk today about how you're growing your business and where the most impactful forms of business growth come from. There's a formula that when you understand will revolutionize how you show up in your business. Before we jump in, remember in episode 1, we talked about the mindset shift from being a business owner to a true executive, and truly from being a leader to being an executive. And that is really a mindset shift. Remember, we talked about your position on the mountain. As an executive, your job is not to wear all the hats, but to strategically focus and pilot the organization forward, bringing people along, creating followers who are excited and enthralled to be part of that journey. Although, if you're like most entrepreneurs, what happens? You get stuck in the weeds, you're scrambling around trying to get stuff done, and you're undermining the success of your organization. Step 1, you have to think like an executive. Growing your business starts not with the work you do, not with your processes, not with your dashboard, but with you. With your thinking. You create the world. Step 1 is to change your thinking and think like a business owner. To work on your business, not just in your business. And to be able to have a strategic focus that brings people that direction as opposed to rolling up your sleeves and getting stuff done. There's a time for rolling up your sleeves and getting things done, but I can tell you this, 9 times out of 10, my experience of entrepreneurs and business owners is that their ability to roll up their sleeves and get things done starts to undermine them. And they're scaling. As a business owner, the key is to become a true executive. Move from reacting to the moment and the fire of the day to consciously and intentionally responding. How do you do that? If you have 27 things going on, you have to be in reaction mode. This is where most business owners get duped because they have this belief that their job is to roll up their sleeves and get everything and get things done. However, that's really just a deeper belief system that they adopted early on. The belief that in order to be successful in growing their business, they have to work hard. They have the proof, and if you're an entrepreneur like me, we have the proof because, hey, when you work hard, your business gets better. But at some point, you hit a ceiling. At some point, it gets in the way. At some point, when you're scaling your business, you cannot be the one wearing all the hats. It's a detriment. You have to move from reacting and letting your leadership style dictate how you show up to adopting leadership strategies. There's a real importance in the distinction between style and strategy. Your style is nothing more than your personality showing up at work. That goes back to how you came into the world when you were 3 years old. You didn't have your mind formed yet, and your job was to form those neural connections in your brain that supported that self-concept, your identity, your personality. You formed your mind. When you were 3 years old, your brain was forming 1 million neural connections a second based on your experiences in the world. And you started to form these beliefs. In order to get my attention needs met, I have to be the dependable, responsible one, the helper, the hard worker, the funny one, the pleaser. You have some deeply ingrained patterns in your personality that drive your leadership style. And when you're not paying attention, your leadership style shows up. It's not you making a choice. It's your leadership style. It's an ingrained set of patterns that dictate how you show up. And that's very different than choosing a strategy to get the result you want. Operating from a place of strategy requires you to do one thing: lead yourself first. When you lead yourself first, you're not reactive. You're intentional. Operate with equanimity and aligned with the vision of who you're becoming and where your business is going. This is a game changer. Good business owners understand. You must have clarity of your vision, align with that vision, and move diligently that direction regardless of how it feels. Lead yourself first. Now, when we think about your style, there's a lot of different ways to understand your style. Often I see one of the biggest detriments for entrepreneurs and leaders is their high standard. If you're a perfectionist, you want things done to a certain level. And the hard thing is, then that perfectionism will absolutely undermine your ability to delegate. Instead, you'll hold everything because you want it done a certain way. And mom's voice is echoing in your head. If you want it done right, do it yourself. That becomes your rallying cry. You scramble doing everything yourself. You're not focused on the right things. When your priority is everything, and you have 100 priorities, you have no priorities. The hard thing is, too, the perspective of others. When you are a perfectionist, so you don't delegate, but you take it on yourself, in the eyes of others, it creates the perception that you don't trust them. That undermines growth. To create trust, begin to delegate. Now recognize, I'm not talking about abdication. There's a huge difference. When you abdicate, you give up control and forget about it. That does not work. I've learned that firsthand. You cannot abdicate. You can delegate. What's the difference? You establish clear goals, timelines, provide guidance, the mentorship, and the follow-up. When you're delegating, you are training the other individual to be successful. When abdicating, you're letting go of control completely. And there's a huge difference. The hard thing is, too, when you're driven by perfectionism, that's what I would call a success script. And we have a host of success scripts. You might have a success script of perfectionism. Do everything perfectly. Be responsible. Do everything yourself. To not need help. Be independent or be pleasing. It's a recipe for burnout. That style, that personality got you here, and it will not get you where you want to go. It'll burn you out, leave you exhausted, exasperated, stressed out, and looking to jump ship. The answer is looking inside of yourself to make a shift in your cognitive framework. That cognitive shift is gold. Make the cognitive shift. That's leading yourself first. Now, leading yourself first is the title of the book I have coming out soon. And there's one particular chapter I'm going to encourage you to dig into. It's all about your internal operating system, your iOS. When you understand your internal operating system, you start to get an understanding of why these patterns will drive you even when it's not getting the result you want, and why those patterns keep control over you in a way that get in the way. They'll fool you because they're the secret to your success. But these secrets, when overdone, when they're in charge and you're not in charge, will absolutely become the detriment. When you're not leading yourself first, you keep doing the same thing you've always done, and you're not going to get the result that's possible. You're not going to unleash the potential in yourself and in your business. You must lead yourself first, and that requires understanding your internal operating system. The thing is, a lot of this internal operating system, we're aware of one small piece of it. It's an iceberg, but most of it operates under the surface. One of the biggest steps is to cultivate awareness of this internal operating system, awareness of the programs that are driving your decision making, and to have some antivirus malware that can help you uproot the patterns that aren't helping you and replace them with new patterns that help you get the result you want. That is leading yourself first. The hard thing is, it perplexes me why good business owners think they have to go it alone. When you look out across athletics, for example, you would never imagine a top performer going alone. I'm a Lions fan, and you always see Dan Campbell on the sidelines. Golf is not out there without a coach. Top Olympic athletes have a coach. Every good business has a coach. If you want to grow, if you want to unleash your potential in your business, you must have a coach. And what's a coach really do? Well, a coach is able to operate in a way that's objective. That objective observer who can give you real feedback in real time, in a way that your spouse can, in a way that your other people in your business can, in a way that your friends can. A coach is able to help you focus on the right things at the right time. A good coach can help you interrupt those patterns that you developed early on and replace them at a deep level. Replace those patterns in your subconscious mind that are getting in the way. A good coach helps you build confidence, helps you delegate effectively, helps you clarify your dashboard, but more than anything, a good coach helps you stay accountable to growing yourself. Because as you grow, so your business grows. And I can guarantee you this, your business will not grow without you growing. So if you're focusing singularly on trying to grow your business and not paying attention to how you yourself are showing up, if you're not growing and altering your cognitive window, your belief set, and the patterns of thinking that play out in your mind, then you're going to underserve your own potential. You will never achieve your potential in business, life, and leadership if you don't grow yourself. A coach is essential. A coach will give it to you straight. A coach will also help you continue the focus. A coach will help you gain more potential out of your business than you ever knew was possible. Some clients I've worked with have gained 200, 300% growth in revenue in a year. It's not just revenue growth, it's profit growth. It's vision growth, because your business is there to serve you, not for you to serve it, but to give you a lifestyle. And similarly, if you're an executive and you're only focusing on how to grow the business, but you're not thinking about how to grow yourself as a human, you're going to top out. You're never going to achieve your potential. We get one shot at life. We have to show up in a way that mines our potential. We have to show up in a way that allows us to be the best husband or wife possible, the best mother or father, the best son or daughter, the best executive, the best business owner. You have to lead yourself first. Show up in a way that brings out your potential. Remove the blinders, take off the governor, and show up powerfully. It'll change your organization. It'll change your business, change your company. It'll change your life. It'll change you. This is the work I do. This is the work of my heart and the work of my soul. I love it when I see great individuals become even better. It's possible for you. Check us out, maysleadership.com. If you'd like to talk about how business coaching could help you, if you'd like to talk about how working with me might be helpful to you, reach out. Go to maysleadership.com. You'll find all the contact information there. Send me a note. I would love to hear what you're facing, what your vision is, what growth you would like to see as 2026 comes. I'd love to hear what you think is possible and to help you achieve unprecedented results. You don't have to go it alone. If you want to achieve the highest level of results, reach out. If you want to keep doing what you've always done, keep doing it. If you want to become exceptional, an industry leader, I'm here for you. Go to maysleadership.com, and I look forward to helping you on your pathway to lead yourself first. I speak at conferences to ignite the participants in conferences to really bring their best self for that conference. If you'd like to have a conversation about how I could help your conference bring out the best in your participants to make it the best peak experience they've had, go to maysleadership.com. You'll see we have a media kit, we have sample speeches, everything you need to make your event effective and mind-blowing as possible, to absolutely radically revolutionize the experience your participants have, to help them understand the power they hold as they show up, so they can become better, so they can bring their heart to your conference and have a peak experience that they will talk about and bring more people to. Don't forget to subscribe. The Executive Ascent. We're here for you. Look forward to seeing you every Monday to help you become the best version of yourself, to lead that business and lead your life. This is Dr. Kevin wishing you all the best as you lead yourself first.